love to, it's very unlikely.
That's not the attitude to have, but it's fine. I
We are
understand.
off stream, so I can chat like that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Actually, we're back on. Oh wow.
All right. Well, let's just
I'm ready to
assume
play.
that none of the captains were listening. The Polish captain. Yeah, it's fine.
Stream online.
All right. I think we're back up. This team. Yeah, they can go.
So for people who just got notification and maybe just joined us, this is the first quarterfinal. First Brazil team against first Turkish team. The first game went 22-11 in favor of Brazilians. Then in the second game we've had overtime and we've had golden goal. In the first half it was 10 goals draw. In second it was 7. Then overtime I believe it was 4. And when the time has ended, so the golden gun has begun, the opponents just started typing instead of playing, and Zahir managed to get the golden goal.
Yeah, so essentially they lost golden goal because Japonez was typing. If you haven't seen that game, I would recommend going back and watching it after the stream is done.
And now we are into the third game, and the first half has been won by Turkey. It was 9-7, so that's 2 goals advantage. And the second half has just begun with Turkish side without any substitutions, Dr. Bounce, Zahir and Gogli. And Brazilians are using the same lineup as in the beginning, so that's Japones, Jefola and TNT.
Yeah, it is worth noting that even though it is +2 for Turkey right now, they had +5. They were ahead by 5 goals, and Brazil made a comeback there, and almost a nice shot by Jefola there. Doctor hits it into space. Zahir with a strong X can get that in. Good.
Oh, good finish. That's now +3.
Brazilian kickoff though. They've had a lot of trouble with this. Okay, there we go.
It's working.
Doctor has stepped up. Okay, Japanese. All right, buddy. I saw that. I think we all saw that. Still can't make anything happen from it though. Nice. Patience from Zahir.
+4. Once again, the advantage for Turkish side is for them. Good defending by Zahir.
There we go. So +4 now. Good. See, Zahir now. Okay. All right, Japanese. Come on, man. All right. I know it takes some certain level of skill to do this, but at a certain point, you have to just, I don't know, learn how to do something else. Oh, Gogli gets over both.
That discussion.
Fair enough. Gogli partially chokes the goal there, but it's good defense too. Oh, slips it in under Dr. Bounce. Okay, well, just gonna not comment on that. He's gonna say immediately back to 3. That's a good attitude to have. Oh, Zahir gets a couple of good bumps, cleans the net for Doctor. Zahir is playing out of his mind today. At least in the second and third game. On the offensive end, he's putting it in. He's making some ridiculous passes, shots, everything. And the thing is, everyone says Zahir can't bump. He doesn't bump. He never leaves the ball. He's doing that today. He's showing you he can and will do that.
He almost just did it, as you said, with double bump. He only got 1 though.
Oh wow.
Oh
okay.
wow.
Oh, who X'd that in? I mean, it's a great dub from Zahir there, but one of the Brazilian players, a Japanese, he just X'd it in.
That's too much.
Oh, Doctor, beautiful movement to get around Japanese. Beautiful. Zahir goes for the bump again. Look at this guy. This is like a completely new Zahir. He's doing everything right. Well, almost everything, I'll say. Definitely my MVP for tonight, assuming Turkey win, which it looks like they will. I mean, look, Brazil will still have a good chance here. They're down by 4, but there are 4 minutes left. That's a lot of time.
Oh, mistake there.
Especially for a fast-paced team like this. All they really need is 2 minutes and the right momentum, and they'll put everything in.
As you said, they need momentum. That's all they really need, I think.
That's just been my experience with every Brazil team. They need momentum. If you give it to them, they will win the game completely. But if you take it away, they just keep choking like this. They make mistakes.
Nice move there by Dr.
Zahir is going to try and get that in.
Oh,
Probably should have been a bit more patient with it, but Gogoli's still going to get past TNT. Can't quite get it in there.
You could say that opponent would have scored that.
Yeah, well, sure. Oh, Doctor gets a bad post. TNT can't quite capitalize on it though.
That's the momentum they're lacking now.
Yeah, they need a little bit of momentum. Gives them so much confidence. Oh, team bump from Turkey. Puts a couple of them out of play for a second. Japonese looking for a pass. Nobody there. Finally, somebody. TNT gets the bump instead. Ooh. Good attempt there from Gogoli, but Hefola's not going to let that in so easily. So it looks like the Brazil team have calmed down a little bit. It's an interesting pass. A little risky. It works. They've definitely got the time here. But they need to start doing things now. They can't afford to waste time or miss any chances. They have to take all the chances they can and get it all in.
That's going to be hard from Brazil to come back, because if they score, they don't get the kickoff.
Oh, almost beautiful from Japanese, but Doctor's there.
Very beautiful save. As now
Gogoli one-on-one now. Tries to get it under
Nice
Japanese.
play.
Jafola.
Saved.
Oh, that's a nice shot, but
Oh.
Gogoli blocks it, and Japanese is going to
Save
strong
it.
X that off the wall.
Nah, that was impossible to save.
Now only -3 with over a minute and a half left on the clock. Definitely time here. Definitely time. Jafola is going to leave the ball for Japanese. He is. Japanese probably takes it a little too quickly, but Gogoli gets a couple of team bumps. Oh, TNT! TNT! He saves it off the line.
For Brazil now.
Oh, that's a beautiful X from Japanese from the halfway line.
You mean 10 X's?
Yeah, he gets it in the bottom corner of the net.
+2 for Turkey.
Now, all of a sudden, -2 with just over a minute left. They've halved the deficit.
The momentum might be back as Zahir. Nice bumps there. Bumps Japanese, saved by Jafola.
Still got a lot of time here. 1 minute is a lot of time for a Brazilian team. Oh, that's a great double bump from Jafola, and TNT a little slow, but he still gets it in. All of a sudden, it's -1. So Turkey
48
choked another
seconds.
massive lead. And this time it wasn't from Brazilian kickoffs at all. They've choked the lead.
Let's see how this goes.
Zahir takes the ball there. No, he misses the X. Gogoli still might have a goal here with a good X, though.
That should be in.
Well,
that
almost
over?
misses, but 30 seconds, 2 goals. They need to get a kickoff goal here.
Keep in mind.
Yeah, they need to get this kickoff goal right here.
Oh,
And doesn't look like they will. Zahir with a good block. Oh, that's dangerous. Dr. Bounce, though, coming in, just buying some time, gets a good double bump. Gogoli
Well
just
played.
strong enough to save it from Jafola. Zahir opting not to touch the ball there.
30
Gogoli.
seconds.
Okay. 13 seconds. Come on. Let's see. This is intense. They need to make something happen right now in a counterattack. 8 seconds. They have to go right
5,
now.
4,
TNT.
that's gonna be over.
Hits it in front of Japanese. Nothing left. No, not enough time. Wow. Turkey win
Turkey
+1.
have won. What
Whew.
a game this was.
What an ending.
Ah,
They almost had the comeback too. Oh, Jafola maybe talking some smack here to Japanese. I think. Maybe. Wow. So Turkey win the second and third games by 1 goal.
I really wish I could see some trash talk from Dr. Bounce to.
Yeah, well, I think
Hashtag.
as an admin of the World Cup here, I don't think he will.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But that's a very well played game from Turkey. They played well. They kept their composure. They learned how to defend the kickoff in the moment. I think it was the latter portion of game 2 where they started to step that up. They kept it up. Great passes, overall great bumps, good defense. They started doing everything right. Exactly what you'd expect for a top team of the tournament. Arguably the favorite, if not one of them, to win the whole thing. They stepped up when they had to, after a bit of a rocky start. Well, a very rocky start. Did what they had to do. Took it. And now it looks like the Polish team are joining here.
Yep, as I was going to say, that I'll have to thank you very much for joining me. I hope you stay for my game, or as I should say, my team's game.
Hey, no. You can get some playtime here, alright? You just have to be a bit more confident.
This is going to be another Brazilian team, but this is the second team against Poland. So
Poland, another favorite to win the entire cup, as they won the only other World Cup. Well, actually, not the only other, but the other World Cup. It was somewhat recent.
So you're gonna stay and commentate this game, yeah?
I will, yeah. If anyone wants to join me, go ahead.
That's good to hear. And my last words for now, maybe I'll join after the game, is golimy frajerów.
Okay, alright, I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it was something motivational for his team. Checking the Discord, it looks like Jeffola is talking a bit of smack to Japanese. Quite a lot, actually. In one of the Discord channels. Certainly amusing. He's talking about how he played alone. How he was forced to play with Japanese, yeah. How the Turkish team should thank Japanese for the win, all that stuff. Just the nice stuff. These are quotes from Jeffola, by the way. These aren't, my personal thoughts on the matter. I have been told to send my regards and lovely kisses out to the Elegant Boys. I have absolutely no idea who they are, but it's probably, I don't know, the Chicken Dynasty alumni. So I think we're just waiting on the Brazilian team to come in here. I'm assuming the stream's still live, that's why I'm still talking. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Poland are in here warming up. I'm again hoping they've had some actual warming up, other than Sportuman, who is here commentating. Have to assume that they're going to lead with, Coati, Lager, and Hesse as their strongest three, given that that's the three who, won the last World Cup. Here we go. Filco's here for Brazil. I think the rest of them are going to join any second. Hopefully, anyway. Wow. Still trying to get over that Turkish game, especially game 2. Okay, well apparently I've joined. Interesting. I think that's probably Dragonite. Nope, gets banned. Okay, Fabio's here now. I'm not sure if Chavo will be coming. I hope so, because he's a very good player on their team. But he has been a little bit shaky with activity in the World Cup, I think. High, better version of Brazil. Okay, BA. A little bit cocky, but, well, maybe right. Who knows? After a shaky performance like that. hard to really argue. Okay, I think we're going to get started now, thankfully. Oh, Chavo is here, as is Kiko. Kaiko. Kiko, I'll go with that. I don't know who is their starting lineup. Obviously Fabio. I think Filco is probably one of their starters. And I'm not sure if they're going to put Chavo in or if they're going to put Sevo in. I think they'll probably be going with... Oh no, they're going with Kiko. Okay. So I was a little bit wrong there. Normally, the Brazilian players have a lot of respect for Chavo. They almost kind of idolize him, at least from what I've seen. So it's interesting to me that they're putting him on the bench. But I suppose he does have a bit of a shaky reputation for playoff games, despite his definite, undeniable skill.
Hello.
Ah, hello. Who is that?
That's Rose.
Ah, hello, Rosberg.
I'll join you on this beautiful game. That we
Yeah, what are your predictions here?
after the game that just ended.
Don't want to make any predictions.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Is this real? Wow, okay. They're going right in. I thought they were going to give it a minute.
They just want to get on with it.
Fair enough. Okay. My prediction will be Poland to take the game. I'm going to say get Poland in 2. And that's purely because Poland are a ridiculous team. Brazil are obviously very strong themselves, capable of winning the game. Good ball lead from Hesse there. Clears the path, but not enough. Lager dips right around Filco, but still can't get the ball before Fabio. I think the Polish team are just going to be better at bumping. That's how they're going to win the game. Bumping, getting the right ball leaves. And obviously, Lager is just such a difficult player to play against. Because he will just control the ball perfectly. It's almost like it's glued to his foot when he controls the ball, when he takes it with him. More Brazilian kickoffs, huh? Awesome. Well, Poland can defend that, though.
It seems that they are prepared for this.
Yeah, well, I know this team have played against the Brazilian kickoff before. Because they beat the other Brazilian team in the semi-finals of the previous World Cup. The Japanese team that was just on the stream now. This Polish side defeated them in the semi-finals of the last World Cup. And I think the lineups were the exact same. Oh, good, no X there from Hesse to avoid the own goal. Also hits it down to QWERTY, who misses the X on the net. Lager, okay. Kiko misses an X of his own. Ooh, Hesse, okay. What I've noticed about Hesse in this cup, you're not to hate on the guy, he's very good. But he seems to be choking a lot of opportunities. QWERTY gonna outmuscle Filco, put that in easily. But I suppose if you have to make mistakes, I would rather choke the opportunity of a goal than make consistent errors with bumping and stuff like that.
Yes. And this Brazilian team, it seems that they are playing a bit different than the Japanese Polo team.
Yeah, I think they're a bit calmer, and they're probably, especially Fabio, he's such a dangerous player. I think they'll probably try and maybe revolve around him a little bit. Because once you give the ball to Fabio, and you give him just a little bit of space, that's going in. Like he's not going to miss. He's not going to, I don't know. He's going to create opportunities from nothing and put in very tight angle shots consistently.
Yeah.
And he practices this all the time.
We
He's
experienced
just such a dangerous player.
We already experienced how dangerous Fabio is.
Oh yeah, you played against these guys yesterday, right?
Yeah, and we were winning until he joined the room. So
Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, it just goes to show how much of an impact he has, and that's a great pass. Gets it past one player on his own, and hits a great pass up to Philco, who gets a great double bump, clearing the way for a nice lift from Fabio. Sporto telling his guys to focus. They're now down by 1. Looks like they might equalize here. Lager can't quite get the bump though. Oh, and unfortunately gets boosted back into the ball, taking it away from Hesse. That's not going in though, Philco. Try a little harder. Huerti leaves the ball for Lager, but Fabio gets in between. Oh, okay. Almost a interesting, nice little shot there from Kiko. But Hesse was there anyway. I think overall, that's my problem with those kind of shots. Other than the fact that they're ridiculously hard to hit consistently. Those kind of shots, often you only get the chance to do it when there's already somebody in the net defending. So it looks great, but it won't go in most of the time. Or that will. Great bumps there from Poland, hitting everyone out the way. Lager easily able to get it into the top half of the net, and Philco gets a good double bump on Hesse and Huerti, I think. Freeing up the net for Fabio from a Brazilian kickoff. So immediately they regain their lead after Poland equalized. Alright, I've absolutely no idea what these guys are talking about, by the way.
yeah,
So I'm not even going to try. But
we
no
actually
subs being made, just a pause.
need
Maybe
Sportman
then.
to translate this.
Yeah. What I'm hoping is that Poland can do a better job defending the Brazilian kickoff than Turkey did in the previous game. I mean, they did just concede one here, but they've defended 1 or 2 as well. Nope. Huerti X's the ball away. Oh, Philco trying to make something happen off the lift there. Fabio chasing the bump on Lager, does get it, but not quite well enough. Lager gets the post onto him. Let's see here. Yeah, those are the kind of plays that overall are good. Like that from Hesse there. He tried to pass it down to Huerti and go for the bump. But unfortunately, he couldn't quite get there in time. Philco lifts the ball out of the corner. Suddenly he has a 2v1 with Kiko. Kiko gets the bump onto Hesse, opening up the net. It's easy put it in. Oh, okay. Philco completely outmuscles Lager there, but Huerti gets a double. Opens up the net. Lager slips it in between. Still can't finish it off though. Hesse in the corner. Probably going to pass it back. He does, and gets a double in the process. Wow. I'm not sure he was going for the double there, but it certainly worked out for him. Phenomenal play. Gives the ball back to Lager. Brazilian kickoff gone wrong. But also right, I guess, 'cause it worked out. They both missed the bump on the initial player. Yeah. So they got the wrong bumps, leaving Fabio a little defenseless. There you go. But Huerti, he's going to defend that with much more confidence than Dr. Bounce was initially. It's not going in. So this game, we're going to have to try and settle at least which Brazilian side is stronger. This one or the one with Hefola Japonese?
I'm interested to see if Polish team would play like first before Turkish, and
Team up there.
and how would they defend the Brazilian kickoff without seeing the perfect example what can happen if they're successful at it. And again, Brazilian score. So yeah, Brazilian kickoff is just it seems a big problem for both teams. That for both European teams.
Yeah, this Brazilian kickoff, when done right, is very dangerous. Look at that. Another goal. I think that's the third from kickoff. Maybe the second. So not as bad as the Turkish team. I mean, I don't want to keep hating on the team from their defense because they managed to defend it later on. But still, for a long while, that was kind of abysmal. Nope, Kiko rushes the shot there. Can't get in over the top of QWERTY, sorry. Lager gonna lift the ball and pass? No, he's gonna hold it on his own, take it up the wall. Tries to get some bumps. Fabio opts to go off the map on his own instead. Probably wise. Looks like this is gonna end 7-7. When somebody pauses it. There we go. So, a very even period. Even half. I think they had a little bit of trouble with the Brazilian kickoffs. And both teams actually had trouble with a couple of little double bumps or team bumps. So they need Fabiano. Wait a second. I mean, I know people were saying, oh, LF is on the team, LF is on the team. I thought they were kidding. I didn't think that was serious. I mean, my instinct is telling me that that's just like Octi or something, but I'm not sure.
Or maybe he just joined to see the game. Could
Maybe. I mean, they do have a free slot on the roster. So if Fabiano wanted to join, he could. And that's quite scary. But I've heard nothing about it. So I think this is just someone Octi or Japanese or not Japanese. Someone like that. Octi, Vor, Jackson, you know. The usual guys.
Yeah.
Nope, Fabio can't get it under QWERTY there. Sorry, my voice is dying a little bit. Let me drink some water.
That's a good situation. Oh, bit of T-bumps and Philco couldn't score there. Both teams starting this second period quite slowly, but Fabio scores. It's the first goal of second period.
Ah, okay.
Defending the ball.
So it doesn't look like they're putting in Fabiano. This is the second half of the first game, by the way. First half was tied at 7 apiece. So the winner of this half wins the first game. Lager misses the net there, and Brazil now suddenly on a counter. Hesse with a good save at the last second. But Fabio's not going to let... Oh, Hesse again! Great patience. Great positioning, sorry, from Hesse there. Both times. See if he can make it 3. No, QWERTY's going to bail them out there. Trying to take it over Philco. Gives it to QWERTY.
Oh no!
Brazil hits it in front of Fabio hits it in front of Philco there. And Philco with nothing to do. Here we go, Lago 1-on-1 with Fabio. Yeah, not going to concede that one. Yeah, you can tell that they've encountered the Brazilian kickoff a lot of times before.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, let me ask Fabiano, see if he's playing or not. Maybe we'll get an answer, as Lager powers it in over Philco, gets it in off the wall. Only game 2. Well, okay, Fabiano. Okay. Oh, well, W saying that he can't play. I guess he's not officially on the roster. Oh, Hesse with a beautiful shot there. Just a slither of an angle available to him to get that in, a high speed. Puts it in. Giving Poland a 2-goal lead now in the second half. Oh, good from Hesse there. Hits one Brazilian into the other for the perfect Brazilian defense, kickoff defense. And Laga's not going to let that slide. Coetti can't quite get the bump coming in. Ball given to Fabio. He's going to leave it. No, he's not. He's going to take it. Probably should have left the ball to Filko there. Still, nevertheless, he's got it here. Ooh, Filko tries to get one of his own there from Hesse, but he doesn't quite have a perfect copy.
Nice long goal there. Oh,
Filko. Great save.
Oh!
Wow, okay. I don't really know what to say about that. That's just...
I mean, in the first period, we had like a lot of quality plays, nice goals.
Yeah,
not
Hesse himself has been playing very well this second half.
Yeah.
That should be in Filko to Fabio. No, he's not going to pass. He's just going to put it in his own. Almost cost him, but, you know. Works, I guess. Oh, ball given to Fabio. All of a sudden, that should be an open net. And now Brazil have a 1-goal lead. That's all they need. Just 30 seconds, and they can take a -1, -2 deficit, turn into +1.
I think Coetti is saying for team to calm in Polish.
I think they need it.
Yeah.
They can't try and match Brazil speed versus speed. That's not how they're going to win this.
And yeah, Brazilians started to playing a bit faster than in first period.
Nice control there from Coetti.
They are trying to do more bumps to make more damage.
Brazilian kick off. Oh, Hesse misses the bump. Laga can't post save that in time. So Hesse, a very rocky, inconsistent start. Made some phenomenal saves and phenomenal shots, and then a couple of times he's just missed like that. So I think maybe a lot of the performance here from Poland is going to rely on him. If he can play well, perform up to his kind of usual level, if not better, then they will easily run away with this game. And Brazil here looking like they have a 3v1, if not 3v0, yeah. Kiko's going to hit that into the bottom corner of the net. Giving them a +2 lead now, just over a minute and a half on the clock. So Poland still have time. Hesse can't quite get himself to the ball there. Coetti's going to outmuscle Fabio though, making it only -1. Minute and a half exactly on the clock. Another Brazilian kickoff. They haven't opted to change it. I suppose it has been working. Good pass from Fabio up to Kiko. Can't quite control the ball enough to put it in. Hesse gets past Filko, gets himself into an easy position for an open net. Suddenly the game's equalized. See, people always worry when they say, or they think, you know, oh, we have only 2 minutes left to score 3 goals with a -3. But goals can happen so quickly. You know, multiple goals, just like this now. Poland, they tied the game. Now all of a sudden they're back to -1, and this has all happened in the space of 1 minute. Actually, Poland had the lead. They lost the lead, equalized, and then re-lost the lead again. All inside a minute 10.
Yeah, and good example is last game 2 when it was last period.
Oh, yeah.
And a few minutes left, and the Brazilians came back. I don't remember.
So many goals. They almost had it.
Yeah.
Oh, Filko with a great pass back to Fabio. Kiko's going to get the bump and steal a goal too. Suddenly giving them +2 in the last 30 seconds of the game. Poland have to step up and do something right now. And Lager is able to do exactly that. Once again, Polish player outmuscling Fabio right at the goal line almost. But Hesse can't quite get a good bump angle there. Hits himself into Lager from a kickoff. Back to -2.
Sportman summarizes it with one word: kurwa.
Yeah. Oh, Kiko outmuscling QWERTY now, showing that they've got some strong X's too. So unless they can really, really pull this out, it looks like Brazil are going to take the first game. Maybe not though.
9 seconds.
-1 now. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. Can they do this? They need to be very fast. Fabio is just going to dump that into the bottom corner. Yeah. Good decision from him. Well, I mean, I suppose that would have gone in, QWERTY, worth a try, but not enough time on the clock.
It's kind of risky to do Brazilian kickoffs in the last seconds when you're leading, in my opinion, because sometimes you just get outbumped and you can lose ball and they can score easy goal.
It's a risky kickoff, but at the same time, they've done that. I think most kickoffs this game, and none of those times Poland got a counter goal from it. 0.
Instantly, no, but in a period of 20 seconds, there was, I think, at least few goals. But yeah, it's probably the best that you can expect.
Okay, so Fabiano was saying he was kidding. He's not going to come in. Not that he was allowed to anyway, but it would have been interesting. But maybe given that Brazil have actually taken game 1, wow, they're opting to put Chavo in game 2. I mean, not that Chavo's bad or anything, it's just that you won game 1 by literally one goal? Yeah, 1 goal. Can you really afford to make changes when you have things going in your favor? But barely? I mean, it's risky. But hey, Chavo is Chavo, right? He's a great friend of Fabio. I'm sure they play well together. So let's see. Maybe it'll be an improvement. And if it's not, then they can always sub back in Filco or Sevo.
Or Fabiano.
I wish. Well, they wish.
They wish. Actually, everybody wish.
I think that would make this very interesting if they were allowed to have Fabiano, but maybe a little bit one-sided. Let's see though, because Poland can play better than this. They're not playing up to their potential right now. Just making one too many mistakes every now and again. A little team bump here and there. They're not really missing. They're not really missing opportunities in terms of, a missed X here and there or a bad angle.
There was one shot that Lager missed, open net, but that was probably the only time of the game when something like that happened. And after that, Hesse made 2 nice saves, so it wasn't like it costed to them or something.
No, Kiko almost has a beautiful goal there. Almost had a great lift. Well, he did have the great lift. Unfortunately, his shot was just post to post and out again. Speaking of post to post, Lager almost saved his own shot there. But, Hesse had the dodge on the team bump, and he opted to post himself, trying to get back into the play, and ended up getting a team bump onto, I believe it was Lager, opening up the net. So 1-1 here in the beginning. But the first game was very close. The first half was 7-7. And the second half, I believe, 9-8 in the final score? So a lot of goals overall. But very, very close. Not remotely one-sided. Kiko going to pass that up, but I think he waited too long to pass. Yeah. Lager had got himself into position to bump Chavo or intercept the ball. Fabio calling for a pass. He has given it. But against 3 red defenders, nah, see nothing there. Chavo, good bump there. Good 1v1 situation between him and QWERTY. And I believe they did actually have a 1v1. Maybe that was QWERTY and Fabio, actually. And Fabio came out on top. Dangerous situation here for Poland. But Chavo, unfortunately, bumps himself into Kiko. QWERTY dubs it down right in front of Chavo, but QWERTY outmuscles him. Ball in front of the post. Very dangerous for both teams. But neither team able to actually capitalize and get the goal. Yet. Chavo going to be an X situation? Yeah. Gets it down to the corner. Oh, this is intense. Chavo with a good bump onto Lago though. Opts to leave the ball. Fabio with a good post. Kiko cleans up the top portion of the... Oof. Caught for him. Oh, okay. Ill-advised X there from Fabio, but still gets it back to Chavo. Just about. Chavo a little bit weak there. QWERTY's going to have an open net. Finally, somebody takes the lead in this game as they go up 2-1. Brazilian kickoff. Kiko slightly misangles his bump. Gives the ball to Chavo. But 3 Polish defenders in his way. Yeah, once again. They're doing that quite a lot, actually. You know, they'll do great in terms of giving the ball to somebody, making the right pass. But then that one player with the ball ends up going in on a 1v2 or a 1v3 situation. Fabio, dangerous X is there. Can't capitalize from Hisse. Anyway, they won't get the right bumps. They'll give the ball to the right person, but they won't get the complementary bumps to give him any actual space. Oh, Lago maybe could have had that in if he X'd, but I'm not sure. Still, very close game. A lot of opportunities for both teams in these first 3 minutes. But a very low scoring game too so far. Polar opposite of game 1. Is that a Chavo effect? I'm not sure. Hesse destroys Kiko off the post there. Gets it under Chavo, trying to do it all on his own, and he will. Beautiful from Hesse there. Takes the ball over Kiko on the post. And then 1v1's Chavo nicely. And Chavo himself, team bumps, I think that was Fabio. Giving Poland, was this 2v1? Yeah. QWERTY gets a nice couple of bumps there. Cleans him up. Gives Lager the complete open net. He's not going to miss that. Brazilian kickoff once more. Fabio gets it just underneath Lager. Wow. Yeah, I think had Lager slightly angled the bump different, that would have been saved from QWERTY. I don't believe that was going in. But, you know, it's just unfortunate. In a situation like that, you know, when you're the goalkeeper and he gets it underneath you, you panic. You think, okay, I need to get back and save this. But, you know, the reality of it was that it wasn't actually going in. Or this probably will from QWERTY. No. Kiko with an on-the-line save gives it to Chavo. Strong X will get that in. Does -1 now for Brazil in the first half. Still plenty of time left. So if one team, you know, should desire, they could easily take the lead. Lager trying to dodge Chavo. He does not. Put himself off the map, leaving his teammates in a 3v2. Chavo trying to get some patience there. Oh, QWERTY X's it way up the field, and Lager posts himself to get there before anyone else puts it in. I think this Polish team, yeah, Fabio, interrupted my own thought there. Fabio does not go for the Brazilian kickoff. He just kind of X's the ball. Maybe they've realized that the kickoff isn't working, but the last time they did it, it actually did work. So, I'm not really sure. Okay. Maybe he just went too quickly by accident and... Okay, good. He's going to leave the ball there. So is Chavo, leaving it for Kiko. Chavo gets a double bump, leaving the open net for Kiko. And he is going to put that in. Nice and easy. -2 now. Chavo, a little bit of posting, trying to make something happen. Does not. Oh, Fabio now in a dangerous position, but Chavo accidentally hits a red player into Fabio's path. I believe it was Hesse. Good control from Fabio, going to pump that up to Chavo. Can't make anything happen, but he will get the bump onto QWERTY. Fabio!
Oh!
Hesse in a great position there. But that's what I mean by Fabio can score from anywhere. He has the confidence to go for anything, and most of the time it works. But unfortunately, a little bit of a cluster there from Brazil, and the goal actually goes to Hesse the last second. Fabio, a bit of a bad post, but it's going to work. Oh, great passing. Hesse there. Hesse missed the bump onto Fabio. Almost opened up his team on defense. Kiko trying to post here. Nope. Nothing there. So this Brazilian side just need to kind of calm down a little bit. Because they are getting some good bumps. They're doing well. But they're not able to score just yet. They're not getting the right enough bumps, I think. When they go for the bumps, it goes well. But they're just not going for enough bumps. They're trying to go for too many passes, and passes don't work if there's no space. You need to create the space and then pass. Otherwise, there's just no point in doing it. You'll lose the ball. Good from Fabio. Can't quite get the pass off in time. 10 seconds on the clock. Most likely going to finish +3 to Poland in this first half. Unless Chavo can make something happen? No. Can't quite get the lift. So, finishing +3.
Now,
Brazil... Yeah, go on.
I kind of agree now to you about Chavo son, because it feels like after he joined the field, they started playing a bit worse than they were before. Maybe lost momentum with the new player. I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean, they won the game and then made a sub. That's what I don't like.
yeah.
The lineup was working. And they changed it. I don't agree with that.
It wasn't
I mean,
necessary.
don't get me wrong. Chavo is a great player. But no matter who the player is, if your lineup works, why are you risking changing it? Change it when things, momentum starts to go against you. Maybe you concede a goal or two. That's when you change it. Brazil kickoff there is able to work. Brazil now take the lead to only -2. Kiko needs to be a bit patient here. He is, but unfortunately can't quite make anything happen with the lift. Good dub there, clearing the ball. Chavo. Wow, okay. So Kiko misses an X.
Oh!
And Chavo misses the bump. But QWERTY, I don't know. Maybe he just lagged or just made a little mistake there, and the ball went just over the line. But looks like they're going to redeem themselves immediately. Put one on the map. As Lager clears the net for QWERTY. Yep. And Hesse angles Kiko into Fabio there, and that's a beautiful goal from Lager. Beautiful goal. Couple of X's on the wall. Perfect angling. Going in. But unfortunately, Brazil are able to immediately reclaim their lead of the half with another kickoff goal. So we're seeing a lot of Brazilian kickoffs today, and the success rate is phenomenal from both Brazilian sides. The first Brazilian game with Turkey and Brazil, the success rate of the Brazilian kickoff was something like 70%. In this game, it's not quite as high, but in a 3v3 game, if you score maybe 1 out of 3 kickoffs, that's phenomenal. That's like game-winning stuff.
I've started counting the kickoffs, Brazilian kickoffs, and it feels so far they.
Great ball lead from Kiko. Sorry, just interrupt you there. And great lift from Fabio. A couple of X's at speed.
So they
That's all he
scored
needs.
like 5 goals
Ooh,
after the kickoffs. Like at least 10 to 15 seconds after kickoff, they scored 5 goals in this game. So basically, they scored only 3 goals not after kickoffs.
really?
Yes,
So the majority of their goals have come from kickoffs,
yes,
like by quite a lot.
yeah.
Oh, Hesse, great control, but he misses the I think that, yeah. I believe that. I do believe that he's lagging, or he had a little spike. And unfortunately, he also stayed off the map for a second or two, almost opened up his team to conceding a goal instead of getting one. It's a little tough from Hesse, but they could still have a goal here. QWERTY passed it down to Lager, just an angle. Not quite.
I think it was a bump, not a pass. Might be a slight bump by Brazilian.
Maybe, yeah.
Because it would
So
be changed
most of their
to-
goals from kickoffs.
Yes.
Wow. And that's the same for both Brazil teams, by the way. This Brazil team against Poland now, and the previous game with the other Brazilian team against Turkey. Majority of the goals come from this Brazilian kickoff.
And in the group stage, I was questioning why Brazilians don't do Brazilian kickoffs, and it seems they just were waiting for the
They're
playoffs.
saving it from when they need it, yeah.
That's a really smart idea by them.
Well, because they didn't. If they used it all in the group stages, people would have started preparing for it, preparing different, counter defenses, I guess you could say, for it,
Yeah.
which do exist. You can position yourself to deal with a Brazilian kickoff, but people don't do that because they weren't expecting it, and I guess they never really learned how to do it. Chavo chases Lager away from the ball, but not enough. Kiko trying to defend against Hesse, he will. So this is now, I think, it's a one goal deficit for Brazil in 3 minutes. So it's still completely anyone's game. But this is game 2, and Brazil have taken game 1 already. So if Poland want to go into a game 3 and win the series, they completely have to make sure this does not go the way it just did. As in, tying up the game. And I think Lager is a little bit mad at Hesse for that, something. I have no idea what. Or maybe he's just giving him a little bit of advice. I don't speak either of these languages, I'll be honest.
You don't speak Brazilian? Like people.
Brazilian?
No. I mean, I'm just joking, but yeah, there is like people say you don't speak Brazilian. Yeah.
So this is completely anyone's game now. 0-0 with 2.5 minutes on the clock. Poland took a pause, didn't make a sub. Lager team bumps Hesse now. Fabio and Chavo in a sort of a 2v1. Fabio can't make anything happen though. Misses an X on his left, I think. Or maybe he just hit the ball. Good post there from QWERTY after the bump. Chavo dangerous off the post, but it still manages to sort of work. Oh, and this is a 3v1. This has got to be a goal.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. So both of them missed the bump on Hesse, but they disrupt him just enough for Fabio to slip it over him. QWERTY probably won't have an angle for the shot there. Yeah. Leaves this for Chavo. And that's a triple bump there for Hesse. All Brazilian players out of the picture. And once again, one of the teams is able to completely eliminate the rest of the players opening up the net, and there's no chance anyone misses that. Tied game once more. QWERTY took a pause there. Something about defense being solid. Fabio, no, Lager comes forward just enough to dodge Kiko. Great positioning there from Lager. Manages to save themselves from going -1 here. QWERTY can't quite get the shot off. And all of a sudden now Brazil could score if Chavo can hit it under QWERTY, he cannot. Still gets the ball though, no. No, I think Chavo is just making one too many mistakes here. And it's costing them. Well, as I say that, maybe he's going to control the ball here, put it in the net. Yeah, Fabio hits it and Hesse will do that. Clemenza calling for a pause, QWERTY takes it. 1 minute left on the clock and Poland are -1. They need to score now to stay in the cup. If they don't score now, they're done. Which is a real shame, because they were the winning team last cup. And QWERTY, dangerous X back, but Hesse is there. Oh, that does not go into the corner. Giving Fabio a chance for an open net shot.
Oh.
Chavo able to speed up the process there. Now -2. Poland, you have to do something right now. There's no time left to waste, really. 2 goals, none conceded. QWERTY coming forward. Chavo can't quite get the angle for a bank shot there. Oh, Hesse with a dangerous bump. See, Brazilian players, all 3 of them here. QWERTY back. No, okay. QWERTY coming back into the picture now. Good pass up to Lager. Oh, Chavo does an X, but Hesse can't quite punish that in time. 13 seconds. Looks like Kiko's going to put this in. And that's now unwinnable.
That would be a wrap.
Brazilians winning by what looks like +3 goals here. Giving them a 2-0 win over Poland in, I believe this is the quarter-final stage. So a phenomenal comeback by Brazil in the last couple of minutes of the game to not only tie up the game from -3, but then to take the lead and, well, extend it to, I think, what did that finish at? +4, +3? Great second half of the game for Brazil there. They came back nicely.
And actually, I wanted to point that out that you said the game will be 2-0, so it was. Just
It was, yeah, my prediction was as wrong as it could be.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate for a Polish team to lose it that way, because game was quite equal, and yeah, the last period comeback from Brazilians were just nasty.
And that's really the scary thing about Brazil. I mean, I've said it 100 times now, but if you give them just a little bit of leeway, a little bit of momentum, they take it and they completely demolish you with it. Just a few minutes is all it takes. A little bit of a dip in the half, and all of a sudden that's 5 goals down. Let's see if anyone of the Brazilians want to join us in the call. I mean, I doubt it, but yeah, get Fabiano, the guy who isn't actually on the thing.
Maybe he is PR guy for the second Brazilian team. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I believe that's the last game today, right?
Yeah.
And starting tomorrow, we go on to the semi-final stage, don't we?
Yes.
Well, maybe not tomorrow. I don't know when everyone's going to want to play.
So there is at least 2 games left now in quarterfinals, I think. Yeah, it's USA.
Oh, actually,
versus...
yeah. Hang on. Yeah, there are still a couple of games left in the quarterfinals. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it was
France, USA.
Oh, France, USA. Okay, and then second Turkish team with.
Netherlands?
Yes.
Yeah, Netherlands. So actually, those are two games I really want to watch. I have no idea when they're scheduled for, but it must be sometime in the next couple of days. Wow. So two great series from both Brazilian teams, Turkey and Poland. Turkey able to clutch out a victory after a rocky start in the first series against the first team of Brazil, knocking them out. And the second team of Brazil is able to 2-0 Poland, who were a favourite to win the whole cup, knocking them out in the quarterfinal stage. That's got to be a bit of an upset. And I guess since there are no more games left, we'll end the stream here for today.
By the way, one last thought about. So I said I was counting on Brazilian kickoffs. So when after I think a few minutes into second period, it was like 5 kickoff goals out of out of 8 goals already, and then they scored another 6 goals without any kickoff goal. So basically, they won this game and came back without any Brazilian kickoffs. So that's pretty impressive when you think about it.
Yeah, well, this team have shown themselves to be much more than the kickoff. They have a great kickoff, but they can still win the game even when they don't score from it.
Yeah, and that's a good thing because you actually don't want for the team to go into semifinals just because they have superior kickoffs.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you want the better skilled team, the higher skilled team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so shout out to Shaniqua, and I guess we'll call it here on the stream until the next quarterfinal game.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks Yatori for joining.
Oh, thank you for streaming, joining me on the commentary.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. Next time we will probably try to get both British guys, you and Josie. That would be cool. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and yeah, until next time, goodbye.